You think serial killers are born monsters? Not always. History shows us normal people can commit atrocities when manipulated. You think you'd never hurt someone, never obey a wicked order, never silence your conscience. But science says, under the right conditions, you could become the very thing you fear. This isn't a horror story. It's a psychological fact. And it has a name, the Lucifer Effect, the horrifying science you were never taught, coined by world-renowned psychologist Philip Zimbardo. The Lucifer Effect is a study of how good, moral, even loving people can turn evil, not from mental illness, not from trauma, but simply because the situation allows it. It's not about bad people. It's about the power of the environment and how easily it flips our moral compass upside down. Zimbardo didn't theorize this. He watched it happen in one of the most disturbing psychological experiments ever conducted. Part 2. Stanford Prison Experiment, when normal turned nasty. A group of 24 normal college-aged men were selected, all mentally sound, all tested for stability and empathy. Half were randomly made prisoners, the other half, guards. It was a fake prison, just a simulation, but within 36 hours, guards were barking orders. Prisoners were crying, revolting, breaking down, beatings, degradation, isolation. These weren't evil men. They were students, volunteers. But the roles changed them, the uniforms, the power, the dehumanization. It corrupted them, fast. Zimbardo had to stop the experiment early, not after weeks, after 6 days, because the line between good and evil disappeared. Part 3. 5 invisible triggers that turn people into monsters. So what causes this switch? What makes a kind soul act inhuman? Research shows normal people can commit atrocities when manipulated by obedience to authority, fear of punishment, groupthink, dehumanization, think soldiers in war, think cult members, think ordinary citizens turning a blind eye to horror. 1. De-individuation, uniforms, masks, group identity, strip you of self. You stop thinking as me, you act as the role. 2. Obedience to authority. Milgram's experiments proved this. Most people, when ordered by an authority figure, will shock others to death, even if they're screaming. 3. Diffusion of responsibility. If I don't act, someone else will. No one does. Evil thrives. 4. Anonymity. The less seen we feel, the more we hide our morals. 5. Moral disengagement. You tell yourself, they deserve it. It's not my fault. I was just following orders. This is how monsters are made, not with fangs, but with blind obedience. Part 4. This isn't history. It's happening now. The Lucifer Effect isn't locked in a textbook. It's not just about prisons, soldiers, or cults. It's about cops abusing power, cyberbullying mobs, employees staying silent during harm, people laughing at suffering just because everyone else did. Think about it. How many times have you stayed quiet because speaking up felt risky? You've already felt it. That pull, that hesitation, that voice that says, just go along. That's how it starts. That's how good people fade. Part 5. Serial killers and war criminals. Were often normal. Here's the real twist. Most serial killers weren't born with horns. Many were former soldiers, past honor students, once kind sons and daughters. But over time, their environments shaped them. Small compromises, small numbing, one step further, then another, until the final line is gone. Zimbardo himself testified in the Abu Ghraib scandal, where American soldiers tortured prisoners. He said, "These were not monsters. These were our neighbors, shaped by a monstrous system." Part 6. Could you fall? Let's test it. Still think you're different? Good. But let's test something. Would you hurt someone if your boss told you it was necessary? Stay silent while your group shamed someone online? Justify cruelty by saying they had it coming? Truth is, most people don't wake up evil. They slowly justify evil. They adapt, they numb, they forget who they were until it's too late. That's the Lucifer Effect, and no one is truly immune. Part 7. How to resist the monster within. So how do you resist? Practice self-awareness. Catch your rationalizations before they take root. Question authority. Just because it's a rule doesn't make it right. Stay individual. Don't lose yourself in a group mask. Speak up early. It only gets harder with time. Refuse to dehumanize. Every person is a story, not an object. Evil doesn't need monsters. It only needs silence. The Lucifer Effect isn't here to scare you. It's here to wake you up. Because the world is full of situations waiting to shape you, to test you, to twist you. But now, you see the trap. So the question is, will you step into it, or will you stay human? Subscribe if you're on a journey to understand and your inner self to be successful.